My dear friends, we love you so very much. There are so many energies vying for your attention at all times upon your earth. There are people who want your attention, television stations that want your attention, thought forms that want your attention, and even those sitting quietly in their homes wishing for someone to reach out and help them. There are animals silently telepathing, "Is it time for dinner?" and plants sending energetic signals that they'd like a drink of water. Indeed, your entire universe is in a dance of energetic communication, with each being and each thing broadcasting their desires for the entire universe to hear. Most people do this quite unintentionally. You wish someone would be kind to you. You wish your boss would notice your work. You wish your spouse would pick up after themselves or perhaps notice the care you put into today's offerings. You wish your dog would stop barking and your cat would sit in your lap. You wish your kids would call more often and your political leaders would align more with your values. Dear ones, all these wishes are wonderful. You are being you, broadcasting your desires to the universe. And so is everyone else. This would be overwhelming if it were not for vibrational law. The way the universe works, and we've said it many times, is that you connect with those who are on a similar signal to your own. What you say is not your signal. What you think is not your signal. Those things contribute. But your signal is more closely related to how you feel. If you feel happy thinking of something, your signal is perfectly attuned to having it. If you feel bad, sad, upset, or doubtful, your signal is focused on not having it. For example, if you think, "I'd like some fresh tomatoes for tonight's dinner," with a bit of sadness because you don't think you'll find them, then no matter what store you visit, they'll be out or not fresh. If you're thinking the same thought and imagining how delicious they'll make your meal, you'll be inspired to go somewhere and find them easily. If someone is thinking, "I wish someone were there for me," with feelings of victimization and the belief that no one ever is, then you could hold a door open for them, and they'd walk through it without even noticing your kindness. If, however, they were thinking, "I wish someone were there for me. I love when people are kind. It makes me feel hopeful and connected, and today I'm in need. Let's see what happens," then they would not only notice your kindness but appreciate it and receive the love. So, as you navigate life, remember, it is not your job to answer every tug and pull you feel from one another. It is not your job to turn on the television program that wants you to watch it unless you want to. It is not your job to jump when someone else is in crisis, nor is it your job to pay attention to people whose behaviors do not delight you. It is your job only to attune yourself to the feeling of what you want to experience, the life you want to live, the things you want to enjoy, and most importantly, the good here and now, so that you send a signal that finds its perfect match. Try a little fun experiment. Imagine something wonderful that you'd like to experience during the upcoming week. Make it something you don't know how to make happen yourself, but something that's not such a stretch that it triggers doubt or fear. Maybe you'd like to see a butterfly right in front of you or have a bird serenade you. Maybe you'd like a little money to come in a surprising and delightful way. Maybe you'd like a compliment from a total stranger. Maybe you'd like an answer to a question you haven't had time to figure out. Or a burst of inspiration to put some pep in your step again. Choose something you can't do for yourself but that you can believe is possible. Big or small doesn't matter as much as your ability to attune to it. Now ask yourself, how will I feel when I see or experience this? Imagine the delight of your signal hitting its target, so to speak. Imagine your happiness at feeling connected to the energetic universe. Perhaps you'll feel relieved, happy, or inspired. Imagine that feeling. Then, as you go through the week, make it your only business to feel as good as you can. Look for things to feel good about. And every now and then, look forward to that thing you thought about. See what shows up. Imagine yourself as a radio, and be mindful of the signals you emit so you can correlate them with what comes back. As you prove to yourself that you are both receiver and transmitter, you'll better understand this amazing dance of life. You'll feel more empowered as the tuner that you are. You'll realize you have more control over what comes into your experience and grabs your attention than you ever thought possible. And to all of you dear empaths, you'll realize that you need not take on the frequencies of others. You don't have to jump to answer the cries. You only need to manage your own tuner a little more diligently so you can attune to the more pleasant frequencies life has to offer. Even in a crowd, you can focus on the beauty in some souls. Even around those having a heated debate at work, you can tune into how much each one cares. Even when you witness events you can't stand, you can focus on the courage of the souls who placed themselves in such conditions, many of them angels participating in a world awakening. Look for the good, dear ones. Allow yourselves to tune into the good around you. Don't just accept the loudest broadcasts of those vying for your attention. You get to choose. You get to tune. And in so doing, you reclaim your power to experience this great buffet of life however you choose. God bless you. We love you so very much. The angels.